Hello guys, my name is Emmanuel Christian, aka Obinosha's Signature. Well, today I want to give us a little tutorial about this Dreadlocks machine. So this is the manual that follows the Dreadlocks machine. It's actually available for sale. If you want the machine across the world, anywhere in the world, please you can just send me a DM. I will analyze your cost and ship it to you. We are real and we are verified. So this is the locks machine. This is how it's packaged. This is the power cable. This is the adapter, and it also have different heads. You can see it has 3 different heads plus this makes it 4. So I want to teach us something about this locks machine. So I want to start by telling you more about this adapter. This adapter is unique, and when to use them and when not to use them. So there are many commercial advantages of this machine that we are yet to find out. So I'm going to be revealing it to you and tell you more and more secret about this machine and why you need to get it. So stay tuned and let us go so that I'll put you through. Well, this machine, it has 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and if you want a customized head, you can also get a customized head. No matter how you want the size of the hole to be, you can get it. So now I want to give you an illustration of how to operate this machine. So in order to operate this machine, I will use a particular one which I've been using. So this is the one I've been using. You can see it's connected already. So if you want to connect it, this is how you connect. First of all, this is how the machine is. So this is the adapter. So you connect the head to this place like this. Then you connect the power cable to this place too. So after you've done that, then you plug the adapter on the wall. So let me plug it on the wall. Good. So when you plug it, you see this particular light. You can see there's a green light showing here. Now on this adapter, there are different voltage. We have the 12 volt, we have the 15, 16, 18, 19, 20 and 24. Now what that volt stands for is the speed of the needle. The speed of the needle. So when you press it, just listen to the sound. Listen, I'm going to be increasing it and you will detect what is happening. This is the lowest sound. Can you see? So that is how it works. So now I want to tell you what each of those volts are standing for. But before I go there, I would like to show you how to change the head, how to use all of the tools. So we'll start by talking about the first thing you're going to see inside of the machine is this. If anyone knows what this is for, please drop in the comment section. Then the second thing you're going to see is a knitting pin. Yes, this knitting pin is actually for, let's say for instance, if you have a lock that you want to merge or you want to refill, this you can use it to collect the locks. Let me show you an example. So taking for instance now, this is an existing locks. So if it happens that the locks is wider than this place, but it can suit in, you can actually use this pin to collect it. You see? So that is what they use this pin for. But aside this machine, we use this pin to make locks. You can also use it to make locks. You can also use it to do stitch locking, which we know as crocheting. So let's go to the next one. Yeah, the next one here is the key. So what this key is meant for is that anytime you want to work on a particular size of locks, you can change this head. So please ensure if you want to change the head off your switch or disconnect the machine. So I'm going to off my switch then before I change the head. If you make a mistake by not disconnecting and you're using the machine, you might prick yourself or you might break the needle. So my machine is off. You just go in here, you can see it here, this is where the nuts are. So you just turn it and you loosen it. See, then this is it. This is how it is. So you can put any size of head you want. When you are slotting it, you make sure it enters this hole. The two needles are entering this hole. So you slot it in. Then when you slot it in, you will see how the knot is. Then you lock it back. So I'm done locking it. So that's just what this key is meant for. Then let's look for the next thing. Yeah, so I don't really know the name of this crochet, but if you know the name, please can you drop it in the comment section. Now this is actually for a raw form of hair. If for instance you want to lock somebody's hair for the first time, you know the hair will be very difficult to pass this place, but you can actually use this to just pass through this hole. Then you put the hair in between this place, then you drag it out so that it can pass through. So when you pass through, you start working on it. That's the function of this crochet. But most times I use let me show you the normal traditional crochet you all know. The normal traditional crochet that is common in Africa is this. So you can actually use this man in the place of this, in the place of this, right? You can use it. So you use it to, you can see, let me show you. For those I will say, how can you use it in the place of this? This is the first one. Remember, the first one is to collect. See, I've collected. Then if it's for hair, let's use the edge of this thread. You can just, my switch is on. You can just go like this. Then you wrap the hair, you turn the hair this way until it has a slim place. Then you put that slim place in between the mouth of the crochet. You lock the crochet, then you draw it. It's much more better and faster. So if you want to make locks on your own, if it's a raw hair, you have to keep the machine in between your legs like this. Then you press the button, you go this way, you go this way, you go this way, you go this way. Don't worry, if you want a video tutorial on how to make locks extension on your own with this machine, I will drop that video. Just drop a comment and I will attach my Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook links, so that if you want to reach me personally, if you want to get the machine from anywhere across the world, you can get it. So that's that. Then the last thing you're going to see inside of the machine, is this. So who can tell me what this is for? You can tell me what it's for. If you know, please, I want you to drop in the comment section. I saw it inside the machine. Thank you. So that is that you can see. Now we are going to go through the adapter part, where you will know the function of the voltage. So I've unbagged the machine. Now, for instance, we are in 12. 12 is actually suitable for human hair. That is when you want to lock somebody's hair with the machine. It's actually only 12 is suitable for it. Do not use 15 and above. Use only 12. If you use 15, what happens is that the speed is going to be much, and it's going to break the person's hair. The person's hair is going to cut. I get it. So in order to avoid the person's hair from breaking, you use 16. And I would advise you, if you're using 16, you don't hold the machine directly for it to continually work this way. No. You keep tapping. This tapping that you're tapping is more like, you know, your traditional way of using this crochet pin to manually lock. Let me show you a brief example. I bet you this video is worth watching over and over and over. This thing I'm giving you for free, people actually pay for it to learn. I'm giving it for free, so do not take this video for granted. Thank you. So this is an Afro Kinky book. We also sell human hair Afro Kinky book. We sell it at an affordable rate to all parts of the world, to all the countries. If you want a human hair Afro Kinky book, any color, any length, please, you can just DM me through my Instagram, my WhatsApp, my Facebook link. Thank you. So I want to show you something, a practical thing you need to see and understand. Now, if I'm making locks, for instance, let's say this, I want to make locks. This is what I'm doing manually. We can lock hair like this. Just watch closely what I'm doing. I'm not going to fast forward anything. I'm not going to speed up anything. I just want you to follow me as I put you through on this machine tutorial, because when you buy the machine, you cannot see this instruction in the manual. This instruction I'm giving you, you can't see it in the manual. So it's actually a tested and trusted practice. So now you can see that the extension is already locking. Now the machine is actually doing the same thing, but the machine is moving 1 million times than my finger. So what's the idea of stitching it this way, tapping, is to make sure that the amount of times the needle gets to this dreadlock should not be much, because if it continually keep hitting one place, once it keeps hitting a particular place, it tends to break that hair. So that tapping you are tapping and moving is making it look like you are manually doing it with your hand, but it's still faster than when you're doing it with your hand. So let's see how I'm going to use that to lock this hair. So if I can lock this hair, it means I can lock any human hair. So as I told you before, that this works best for me. So you can see, keep it in between my legs. The reason I did that makes me more comfortable. So this is it. So you can see how I passed it. So if I want to weave now, this is what I do. Now this method I'm doing, this method of tapping, is for human hair. That's a person's hair. But when you're using it on this extension, you can at least hold your speed a little. So you can see, machine locked it very correctly. Why some places are slim, some places are fat is because I did not mold the locks before I started. I'm supposed to mold the locks, arrange it so that the hair will be even everywhere. So if the hairs are not even, you will discover that there are some places of your locks that some are fat, some are thin, some are fat. The thin place is that place is scanty. So that's why you're having that effect. So you should not blame the machine. So back to what we were saying, that only 12 can be used for locking a human hair. Please be as light as possible. And again, let me give you an expo you won't see anywhere. The expo is that you don't lock a human hair dry and not very wet. How do you do it? If you want to know how to lock properly with the machine without breaking the process here, I will just send me a comment. I will drop a video for you on that, because we actually pay for professional class where you learn how to install with the machine, you learn how to lock with the machine. But I'm just giving you all of these tips because I believe that if you apply it, you will learn some do's and don'ts on your own with this machine. Okay, so for the 15 and 16 is actually suitable. That's the next voltage. When you push it there, it's actually suitable for refilling work. Now when you are trying to refill somebody's locks, when the person's lock is too tiny or is breaking, you want to refill it. This 16, from 16 to 18 is actually good for that job. Why so is because the natural locks is already hard, so it takes a lot of speed for the needle to enter the body of the locks. So in order to have a very moderate speed that can enter the body of the locks, you have to increase the voltage from either 15 to 18. So that is what it's meant for. Then when you are trying to merge two locks together, now you imagine you're merging two natural locks that are very, very stiff together. So that is when you use 19 and 20. 19 and 20. That's when you use 19 and 20. If you're trying to merge natural locks together, you use 19 and 20. Then for the 24, I believe the company is still trying to work on this machine, but I will strongly recommend 24 for weak locks. If you want to do weak locks, you know weak locks, those big locks, yes. So if you don't know the idea of weak locks, let me show you weak locks. So these are weak locks. These are weak locks, big locks. So now the weak is spelled W-I-C-K. Yes, that's the weak. Then the locks is L-O-C-K or L-O-C. So this is the weak lock. So I believe that is meant to, the speed is meant to work on a body very fast so that it can cover a longer distance. So, and another thing again is that why we are having the 24 voltage again is because maybe when you are merging locks and the needle hook, when the needle hook, maybe, you know, since the locks is already stiff, when it enters the body of the lock and it refuses to reverse, you will now have to increase your speed to 24, because by then the voltage is very high, so it will forcefully pull the needle to and fro. But if you try, in some cases it doesn't work. Maybe you press 1, 2, it doesn't work. There is a small button at the back here. You can see it. This is meant to pull back the needle. So you can do that. But most times when I use this, is because maybe, for instance, if I have already used this machine, look, watch closely. Sometimes if you want to pass locks, you discover that the needle is standing on your way. So if the needle is standing on your way, you just go back to this place, and pull this thing down. You can see the needle will go inside. Let me show you again. Let me show you closely. Look here. You can see the needle is in, so when you draw this place, the needle will go in. So the place will be clean for you to pass in any thread you want to pass. That is what this back button is meant for. So again, another routine that you won't see in the machine is that I will advise you once in a week, you remove your head of machine, this particular head, you oil those 2 tiny holes you are seeing. Those 2 tiny holes, you oil it. I didn't say you should oil the main machine, you should just oil the 2 tiny holes. Then you clean and make sure everywhere is okay. Then you fix it back and continue your work. And if there are any updates, I'm going to be dropping it in my next video. And if you like what you have seen and you believe you've learned a lot, you should give me a thumbs up, a high, and love and share my video, please, so that others can also see. Then aside that, in my next video, I'll be teaching you how to merge with the lock machine. I will do a practical video on how to merge the lock machine. I already have some merging videos, so I'll put them together and send it, upload it in this platform. So thank you. I still remain Obination Signature. You can search me on IG and anywhere, and stay tuned for more. Be blessed. Bye.